Hey everybody, Brandon Hayes here with today's edition of Diamond Cuts, and I am headed to dinner right now with Jessica and just had a thought, and the thought was this: when it comes to building your business on a regular basis, one of the main activities that we use in our team is a specific part of our system. It may or may not be for you, but so if it's not, this video is not for you. But if you're using three-way calling, you probably have some sort of system. You've been taught a couple of quick things that you can do to introduce people to your business and then follow up using a three-way call. All right, so there's a certain aspect of three-way calling that I think is a good tip for network marketers, and it's this. When you're transitioning to the expert, you've got your prospect on the line, and then you've clicked over, you've added your expert to the call. Now all three of you are on the phone. Here's something I see happen sometimes. Sometimes the brand new person or the person that's building their business, they don't edify the expert maybe the way that they should. And sometimes they even go so far as to they forget to edify the expert, but then they edify the prospect to the expert. And so that would be, in my opinion, I wouldn't do that. I would spend more time maybe edifying the expert. And here's the reason. The reason is because you want your prospect to understand that they are getting on the phone with someone that is qualified to answer their questions, right? Someone that is going to lead them in the right direction, is capable of doing that. So you definitely want to edify your expert, and I probably wouldn't edify the prospect to the expert, right? Because it's a lot of psychology behind this, but you just got to take my word for it for now. So let me give you an example of how maybe it would sound if I were to put a prospect on the phone with an expert. It would sound something like this. And for the sake of the example, to keep it simple, we'll use the word prospect instead of a name, and we'll use the word expert instead of a name. So it would sound like this. Hey prospect, what I did is I brought a friend of mine on the phone. He's actually a business partner as well. It's someone that I've got a tremendous amount of respect for. He's helped a ton of people. He's making a lot of money. He's one of the top people in the company, and I feel 100% confident that he can get your questions answered the right way. So his name is Expert. So Expert, I'm gonna turn the call over to you. Thanks so much. So it would sound something like that. Something simple, something maybe even kind of generic sounding, but it lets my prospect know that the expert has his best interest at heart and can answer his questions and lead him in the right direction. Now, here's an example of something that I definitely wouldn't do. We'll use the same names, prospect and expert. So, hey prospect, what I did is I brought my expert on the phone. So expert, I just want you to know a little bit about the prospect. This prospect is one of the best people that I've ever met. He's the best at his job. He's got a great family, loves helping people. He makes a whole bunch of money, and he would just be really, really good at this business and what we do. And so that's why I wanted to put him on the phone with you. So expert, meet prospect, prospect, meet expert. See, that's what I see some people doing sometimes. You notice I didn't edify the expert, and I did edify the prospect, and then I just kind of said, hey, you guys meet each other, right? In the first example, I just edified the expert, and then I turned the call over. I gave the authority in the call to the expert. All right, so that's my tip for the day. I hope it finds you well. If you're using three-way calling in your system, Diamond Cuts for the day, and I will see you next time.